Let's play. Hello, Mandy.
One of the best meals I've ever eaten.
Hello, Lynn.
Not the best place for an unaccompanied student.
This game is
I
not
may
bad.
have more luck higher up in the keep.
I'm not sure exactly what's going on right now in this game. Hello, a Capitan. How are you doing? Let's do a quest of some kind, because I'm not exactly sure where I am in the game right now. Let's go to the map chamber. That's good. Where is the map chamber? My weekend's been fine. Thanks for asking. Going out a little bit later. It'll be fun. Hello, M. Gabriel. How are you doing today?
Devil snare in the wild.
Oh dear, do mind the tiles. Some of them can be most potent.
142 staircases, and this is where they put me.
I fell asleep in front.
Light Rain. How you doing?
Did you get your best room completely?
Okay, it's been a while since I've done this game. See if my reflexes are good. Nope. Dragon's Path, what's up? Nope. Sweet. Boosh. Hello, Boosh. Matt. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the hangout. Real fast, change setting.
Perhaps I find surprising.
Shut
England
up.
versus South Korea. Okay, England is actually...
Shut up, YouTube. Turn on monetization 2 for whatever value it has. And I will disable DVR. Yeah, it was a bit annoying. I hate it when you open up a YouTube tab and it's just like, oh, so here's some audio. You know, but that's okay. We press on. Keyframe settings of 4 seconds or less. Cause buffering. Okay, how do you change the keyframe settings? I don't actually know. Is there a setting on that? And how do you do it? Not sure how you change the keyframe settings. I'll leave it be because I don't want to figure it out right now. How's my St. Patrick's Day? Uneventful. Just stayed in. I was working on a script for this DeSantis thing throughout the day. I spent most of the day writing a script for this story about DeSantis
You would be wise
banning
not to underestimate this
AP
student. Their aptitude
history
for
or
magic
AP,
is
whatever it
beyond
was
anything
exactly.
I've ever seen.
I don't even remember
And
which
I've been
AP class it
teaching
was, but I
a
spent most of the day writing a
long
script.
It is a joy to have such a student.
I'm not sure.
Can be.
There
I'm not
you
sure
are.
that it's good. I'm not sure I want to use the script.
I received your owl. I was able to speak with Lodgok,
So,
the goblin I
not sure I'm
mentioned
happy
before.
with it.
What did you learn?
He and Ranrock were close once, but they had a falling out.
You believe he can be trusted?
He seemed trustworthy. Difficult to know, really. But Sirona Ryan trusts him.
Well, that's something, I suppose. Supposing he can be trusted, will he help us get to Ranrock?
I retrieved a stolen helm he hopes to return to Ranrock in order to regain his confidence.
You have been busy. Let's hope your efforts result in our learning something about Ranrock's plans.
Lodgok did mention that Ranrock is searching for something, but he couldn't say what. Perhaps that helm will yield some answers.
Ranrock is searching for something. I feared as much. I've heard an unusual amount of activity, goblins and wizards, I surmise, when visiting my portrait at my castle.
Rookwood Castle.
My former residence, yes. That castle is also the location of your next trial.
You didn't see anything? Speak with anyone?
I did not. In fact, I did not make myself known. I only recently returned there and did not recognize nor trust anyone that I heard. I stayed out of sight so as not to tempt my portrait's destruction.
I'm sorry to tell you that Victor Rookwood, evidently your descendant, is a dark wizard in league with Ranrock.
My descendant? A dark wizard? I'm afraid we've no time to waste. Despite the obstacles that clearly await you, you must get to Rookwood Castle immediately. Not only is it the location of the next trial, it is home to a source of power that would be devastating in the wrong hands. I do wish we had the luxury of time. However, I do not doubt your abilities. Find my portrait there as soon as you can.
Very well, sir. I'm on my way.
Best of luck.
No time to waste. I'll meet you at Rookwood Castle.
Okay, cool. Ooh, I can learn Crucio? Oh, I'll take that. Running in Hogwarts, going on adventure, gonna learn Crucio. There's another key fly, follow the key fly. Where's it going? I wanna slap you into a lock.
Hello, Mother. Classes are horrendously boring, and Professor Binns is still as dull.
Aha. Yes. Another house token for me. For my Slytherin ways. Gotta slither. Going on adventure time.
My cousin was transfigured into a mouse by an older bully last year. But I was dead.
Okay. Going on an adventure. Going through the castle. I am Slytherin, Nico. Still lost when running around the castle. I mean, the castle is pretty big, so I mean, that's totally fair.
You're here. Brilliant. I received your owl. What happened with Ominous?
I told him none of us will be able to avoid dark magic forever. So the more we know about Salazar Slytherin,
You started playing
and
this
the
so much you
dark
learned
arts,
the layout. That's pretty
the
cool.
better
I
prepared we'll
respect that.
be. Unfortunately, only a Gaunt's knows the location of the Scriptorium's entrance, and Ominous won't tell me.
Perhaps I should have a chat with Ominous.
You? I suppose it's worth a try. But don't get your hopes up. Ominous is annoyingly stubborn. Nothing new. I know where he is, I'll lead you to him and then leave you to it. Come on. He's this way.
Alright. Going with Sebastian to meet Ominous, which sounds ominous, because it's ominous. Lol.
Keep an eye out. Never know who's watching. Although that hasn't stopped us before.
Strictly speaking, it has. We were caught.
Damned poltergeist. Such a nuisance.
You 100% of the game? That's awesome. I'm sure that took a long time. How long did it take you? Do you know how many hours it took you to 100% the game? I'd be interested.
There he is. Good luck.
What are you doing here?
Hello, Ominous. Do you have a moment?
What is it? What have you and Sebastian been up to now?
Please, Ominous. I confided in you before about what happened with the Undercroft. Sebastian simply wanted me to have a safe place to
75
practice
hours?
some spells, to try and
Respect.
catch up to the other fifth years. He didn't think you'd mind.
I suppose that makes sense. It's just Sebastian's been pestering me lately about something and I'm frustrated with him.
Don't tell me he's still going on about, what was it, a scriptorium?
He told you about that.
He did. We were talking about our house founder and he mentioned it. Wouldn't say much more, though.
Yes, well, he seems to think it contains the answer to saving Anne. I think it's likely full of dark magic that is better left untouched.
Wait, you've never been inside?
Of course not. I only know about it because of my favorite aunt, Noctua. She thought like I do. Didn't agree with the family on the use of dark magic.
A little
In
less
fact,
bright in my eyes.
she'd hoped to convince my family that there was more to Salazar Slytherin than worshipping pureblood status. She'd heard of this Scriptorium and thought its contents might shed some light on him. She even found the secret entrance in this very corridor. She wrote regularly to my father about her efforts to gain access, and then she simply vanished. No one else ever tried to enter.
Button works.
I'm sorry about your aunt.
Push the button.
Don't you want to find out what happened to her?
Aunt Noctua went down this path with good intentions and lost her life.
Push the
I don't want the
button.
same to happen again.
You don't know that history will repeat itself. Besides, you
Damn
said
it,
your
button.
aunt thought like you. This could honor her memory. Get you answers about Slytherin and Sebastian answers for Anne.
Normie, hello Normie.
Your aunt pursued this alone. We could do it together.
I see what you've done here, and I confess, you've convinced me. I didn't think it possible. Very well. I shall tell you what I know. Fetch Sebastian, I'll wait. I hope we don't regret this.
Sebastian, over here.
These braziers grant access to the Scriptorium.
Now you'll share? You wouldn't tell me when I practically begged.
It wasn't you who told me what I needed to hear. Opening the entrance has something to do with threes.
Well, 3 heads are better than 1.
It's 2 heads are better than 1.
And by that logic, 3 is better than 2. Simple mathematics, Ominous.
Alright, so what am I doing now exactly?
Revelio.
Remember, 3 braziers are involved.
Someone was...
Incendio.
I do that. Occasionally. That brazier went out on its own. I wonder if it's a clue.
Incendio.
No?
Confringo.
we're ready for this.
Dark, ominous corridors. My favorite.
No comment.
Come on, that was a good one.
Revelio. Reparo.
The rubble formed a relief of a person facing a snake.
That must be the voice I
Revelio.
hear. The voice is ancient.
You hear a voice.
It started when you repaired that relief. I hear a whisper saying, "Speak to me." I'm a parcel mouth. I can hear and speak to snakes. Nearly all known parcel mouths are descended from Salazar Slytherin.
I wish all Slytherins could talk to snakes.
You might not want the ability to speak parcel tongue. It's often associated with dark wizards. I haven't spoken it in ages, but I'd wager if I speak it now, the door will open. I'm hoping you're having second thoughts.
I see no reason we should stop now.
It's ironic. When I left home, I vowed to leave the dark arts behind, and yet here I am. Stand back. I can't believe I'm doing this.
It worked! Ominous. You possess a rare ability indeed.
Between the two of you, I'm starting to feel left out.
Between the two of us?
Never mind. There's no clear way forward.
Just the
Like a
two
maze.
of us.
Salazar
We can
Slytherin
make
most
it if
likely
we
wanted this to be
try.
difficult to solve.
Two of us. You and I.
The door we came from, it closed. And there's more than one gate ahead.
Confringo! Look closely at each gate for clues.
I made him relapse, something like that, yeah.
Lumos.
Confringo!
The dial requires focus.
Art Noctua said the same. It may take practice to solve it.
I don't.
That didn't sound good.
Salazar Slytherin didn't make this easy.
I don't understand the mission. What am I trying to solve for?
This is looking rather dire, isn't it?
Revelio.
I'm so surprised. We're in a maze designed by Salazar Slytherin.
Lumos.
Okay. Salazar Slytherin buried the Scriptorium deep within Hogwarts. I'm afraid I shall lose my way around the dark corridors. I'm a descendant and yet feel unwelcome. Lighting these braziers in the corridor is helping. I shan't lose heart. Challenge by challenge, I'll make my way through. Okay.
This journal entry, it mentions getting lost and being unwelcome.
Poor Aunt Noctua.
Match symbol on door. What door? So that's like a cat and an iron? Okay.
Matching the symbols did open it.
Was
Not
about
much
to do
of a
that
lock.
myself, but you got to it first.
Hi everyone, welcome to the
Nice work.
Lockpicking Lawyer, and today we'll be examining this Slytherin lock. Got a little click out of 1, nothing out of 2. Alright, so this one is a circle with a wave and an infinity symbol. Okay.
Another gate.
Seems Slytherin like to play games.
Must run in the family.
Look in a mirror, Sebastian. That sounded promising.
Another
Where is
dial
mine?
solved.
Impressive. Nice work.
Lumos.
I failed the dial and struck my face as if it were a real serpent, but I must find the way forward for my family's sake. We should not require children to confront the old traditions. The Scriptorium must have proof there's more to our legacy than meets the eye.
Ominous. Your aunt wanted to change your family's traditions.
Well, thank you for saying I'm
She
king.
did.
I appreciate that.
And she was my favorite person.
Confirm.
Your love is always appreciated. Thank you.
Lumos.
Okay, so we got a duck and what looks like maybe a shoe pyramid thing.
We've got more to solve ahead.
Search each corner.
Revelio.
It may not be obvious which leads where.
Lumos.
Extraordinary. This journey is painful but rewarding. I shall soon find the Scriptorium and discover untold secrets regarding our house founder. Salazar Slytherin intended more than what I've become. I know it.
Noctua references painful and arduous challenges, but also
Duck.
rewards.
Duck shoe.
That's the part I'm wary of.
All I heard was rewards. Keep going.
I'm gonna find the thing and put in the duck shoe thing.
Another, not the welcoming sort, was he?
Yep, live only. That's
Excellent
right.
work. We're another step closer to the Scriptorium.
Lumos.
I spotted something ahead. Looks troubling.
This whole place is troubling, but for my aunt's sake, we cannot stop now.
The gate! I think we're locked in. Again.
Then Salazar Slytherin is not yet finished with us.
Revelio.
Ooh, no. I lost hope. I'm locked in. I heard a scream and saw tortured faces. The only way forward is with an unforgivable curse. Even if I want to cast, I have no one upon whom to do so. Salazar Slytherin created a malicious challenge indeed. In my last correspondence to my brother, I invited him here, and now if he looks for me alone, I have led him to his death. Despite our differences, I wish him no ill. I wish he'd parted on better terms. Well, that's,
Ominous. Her skeleton. And Noctua's last journal entry. She mentions being trapped here, blocked by an unforgivable curse.
This is where she died. This is where we'll die. I shouldn't have listened to either of you.
Ominous, I'm truly sorry about your aunt. But I know what to do. It's going to be difficult.
You said you know what to do.
Tortured faces on the door, and Crucios etched into the stone. My guess is if we cast the Cruciatus Curse, the door will open. That's why Noctua died. She had no one to cast the curse on.
Couldn't she cast it
Ominous
on
has the
herself?
most experience with this. He should cast it.
Is it that thing?
You seem to be in Ominous's favor. Will you ask him about this?
He does seem a bit cross with you. I'll speak with him.
Good. Work your magic, so to speak. Wish we had some liquid luck.
All of this could have been avoided.
Shut up.
Ominous. I hadn't imagined we'd end up trapped like this.
Salazar Slytherin did. He's to blame for many unimaginable things. I overheard you and Sebastian, and I won't do it. The Cruciatus Curse is pure torture, I would know.
Sebastian told me a little of what happened when you were young. Sounds as if you had no choice.
Should have known he would have told you. And one always has a choice. I'm as guilty as the worst of my family. Unforgivable curses won't work unless you really mean them. I had to want to cause pain, and for that I shall never forgive myself. That spells the reason I have no family left. You and Sebastian will need to sort out another solution. If you cast Crucio, you will regret it forever.
Lol, no. Not the way I'm role-playing this game, I won't. I'm a Dark Lord.
What do we do
to
now?
cast the
Ominous is
Crucio.
not going to cast the Cruciatus Curse again.
Ridiculous. As if dying in here is a better option than casting a damned spell. It's up to us. I can teach you Crucio, or
Teach
I
it
can
to me,
cast
teach it
it
to
on
me,
you.
teach it to me.
You didn't say you knew how to cast Crucio.
Because I'm not sure I do. Ominous knows that, yet he's left us no choice. I don't yearn to follow in Noctua Gaunt's footsteps. I think I can cast it if I have to.
I
Teach it
want
to
to
me.
learn the curse, and I think it's best if I cast it on you.
Very well, if that's what you want. To perform the spell, raise your wand, point it at me, and firmly declare Crucio. Hold on as long as you can.
I'm gonna cast Crucio. It is so awesome. Yeah.
Ready?
I'm ready.
Let's go, baby. Yeah. Yeah.
Are you all right?
That pain. I would have done anything to make it stop. But I'll survive. Let's keep moving. We made it. We found Salazar
I can't
Slytherin's
cast it on the other
Scriptorium.
guy? Or wait, do I have
I
to?
can't
How do
believe
I
we're
sign
here.
it? Wait, do I know it now? Wait. Can I cast it on the other guy that didn't want it? How do I? Wait, hold on. Let's see. How do I sign this thing? It's been a while. Level 20, let's go. Yeah.
Revelio.
Let's see. Crucia, let's see. What can we get rid of that we don't need? No, we don't need whatever this bullshit thing is here. Ah!
Sebastian, ominous. There's a book just here.
You found something.
You two go ahead. Let me know what's in it. I'll wander around a bit.
May I have a look?
Take a look. It's in a book. Reading Rainbow.
What do you think?
Looks like a spellbook of some kind.
Can
This is incredible.
Crucio.
A Hogwarts founder's possession. What an honor. Still can't believe Ominous never told me about his aunt and what she found.
What
You
will
must
you
not
do
want
with
it
Slytherin's
enough. Oh, I
spellbook?
want it.
What I do with every book. Read it. Having professors as parents ingrained that habit early on. But I can do that later. For now, I say we explore this room. It's breathtaking.
Take a look. In a book.
Find a way out, please.
I don't want to leave, but I owe you. Both of you. Without both of you, we'd never have made it this far.
We were lucky. We could have died. We must swear never to do this again.
Get the color temperature right. Too much.
I see a way out.
3,800.
Best news I've heard all day.
Or 200. 4,000. Go. 4,000. Excellent. All right. That looks good. All right. So let's see. Where was I? The gear slots are full, huh? I could get rid of some gear, maybe. Purple dildo wand handle still probably looks the best. Can I ditch? Yes. All right. Hey, Fopeezy. How you doing? Hooligan, how you doing?
Ominous. About your aunt.
Please, Sebastian. I meant what I said before. We swear, right now, never to engage in anything to do with dark magic again.
Can't help you on that one, Ominous.
Understood. I'm truly sorry about your aunt, Ominous.
I just say understood without actually swearing.
I
That's
suppose
such a
after
lawyer
all
thing to
this,
do. I
am
love this guy.
grateful to know what happened to her. Thank you.
Just say I understand without actually agreeing to it. This is so good.
This Daedalian Keys challenge is coming along nicely. That's it. I'm making good progress with those tokens.
Okay, well, I've got some tokens. I can now go back without having to crucify my bestie, but can I still crucify my bestie?
Travel broadens the mind.
Is that like still an option? Crucio. Why won't you let me cast it on all the people?
Luke and Brattleby must have...
Duncan owes his reputation to...
Oh, I have to go to the room requirement and decode whatever this thing is, and then I need to sell some stuff because I got too much gear. So let me do that. They throttled back the fun level? That sucks. Man. Well, I can't roleplay the game my way. I want to play it, man. That's not nice. I want to be a Dark Lord. I'm a Slytherin. All right, let's go.
Hello. Mind you, don't turn quick. If you're stuck with a Duracell feather, it doesn't half.
Hello.
Oh, welcome to Brood and Peck. I'm Ellie Peck. And before you ask, I'm out of a Braxton hair. The lot of it was bought up by a trader in Ottery St. Catchpole. Made me take it in person, they did. No care that I had to shut the shop. Apparently had a bad experience with someone shipping them hair for my Wampus cat. Must have been someone from America, no doubt, because we don't even have them here. Anyway, what are you here for? Mooncarved fur? Duracell feathers? Always have trouble collecting them myself as the bird keeps disappearing. Cheeky thing. Used to carry them in the shop, Duracells, but people kept asking for their money back when they'd get home and the blasted things would be nowhere in sight.
I can imagine that would be rather frustrating.
There's worse. Trust me. Most of the suppliers of whooper feathers may as well be living in St. Mungo's. Not surprising, I suppose, the cry on those things. Oh, but such marvellous feathers. Almost worth going mad for.
Sounds like stocking your shelves comes with some hazards.
Truer words never spoken. Used to carry beasts themselves. Good business it was, but had it up to here with parents grumbling. Not my fault if the little ones caught a flea of an easel. Ooh, you should have heard them. No, best with byproducts. And I do like to make sure the beasts are safe and well cared for. Couldn't guarantee that with some of these prospective owners. Now, why don't you have a good look around? Stocks change all the time, and not just because they disappear. Always best to pop in whenever you can to get things before they run out. Which they used to literally do.
Thank you, I will.
Take all the time you need. And thank you for stopping by. A treat to have you here.
What do you have for sale?
Now, what sorts of beast byproducts might you be looking to acquire?
Mostly looking to sell. Do you not want to buy my stuff? I thought every shop bought everything.
I'll not mind seeing you here again. Consider yourself welcome.
It's not. Let's try a different shop then, I guess. Try this one, I guess. I don't really know how far I am into the game. I'm level 20, if that helps.
Revelio.
Come on in and have a look around. No touching if you have sticky fingers.
Pretty rude.
If I haven't said it before, it's a pleasure doing business with you.
Got 4,000 gold.
I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion. Be sure to stop by whenever you're
I
about.
have an incredible eye for fashion.
I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion. Be sure to stop by whenever you're about.
I have the best eye for fashion. I am dripping. Dripping.
Glad you...
Hello, Sirona. I received your owl. How are you?
Hello, my friend. Did you ever find Lodgog?
I did, thank you. We had a good conversation. He sends you his best.
Glad to hear it. I shan't ask for details of your little chat, and I'll refrain from telling you to be careful yet again. But I hope you will be, whatever your plans.
Of course. Your owl mentioned you're needing my help with something?
I do. I thought you might be just the person to do a favour for my friend Dorothy Sprottle in Upper Hogsfield.
I've actually met Mrs. Sprottle. I recently spoke with her about her friend Claire Beaumont.
She's lovely. Her late husband Aidan was a friend of my father's. In fact, I'd stay with Dot and Aidan the summers I waited tables here as a student. I've seen her a few times since Aidan passed, but the pub's been so busy lately, I've not been as attentive as I'd have liked. I wonder if you might pop in and see her. She may need some help collecting ingredients for her supply of Wiggenweld potion. And you could retrieve something of mine in the process. A box, full of old letters and such.
Why did Mr. and Mrs. Sprottle have your box of letters after all this time?
It's one of a few that I had when I was young. Dot found it when she was clearing out a closet.
What else did she find in the closet?
Probably terribly theatrical. Ramblings of a teenage witch and her friends. You're welcome to take a peek inside, if you do find it. To be honest, I'd imagine it contains some lovely memories.
I'll try to go and see her when I can.
It would mean the world to me, and to Dorothy. Aidan was bringing the box of letters to me when he was taken ill. Dot can tell you where he might have dropped it. You'll find the hamlet just north of Hogsmeade. Please do give Dot my love.
Protester did Wonder's second best-selling game ever, I know, right? Protesters are so fucking stupid. I really enjoyed watching the, like, whatever podcast clips recently that were circulating around, where they asked a panel of women to define women and they couldn't do it. It's like, you know...
Abandoned long ago, no doubt.
When you can't define what woman is, you know, I feel like something's going completely wrong in our society. Yeah, some of them got, well, yeah. They got up and left when the guy's like, if I slept with a trans woman, I'd be technically gay.
Ah, up at Hogsfield.
It's like, that's right.
Where to find Mrs. Sprottle?
It's like, you know.
Nice to see you again, Mrs. Sprottle. Actually, Sirona Ryan asked if I'd come and see you.
Oh, dear Sirona, a gem. Has been for as long as I've known her.
She thought you might need help collecting ingredients for your
The problem, of course, that they fundamentally have is any definition they provide would have to exclude, unless it's purely subjective, at which point
I'm sorry for your
the
loss,
word has
Mrs.
a little
Sprottle.
bit lost meaning. It's like, oh, a woman is whatever, a person, whoever thinks they're a woman.
A bit
It's
lost
like, but
without him.
So it's purely
if you
subjective.
wouldn't mind gathering some hawk clumps for me, I'd be happy to compensate you for your time.
That doesn't make sense. And so any objective definition they have would necessarily exclude, and they can't have that.
Believe it or not, I have some with me.
Oh, thank you. How
I still haven't seen the documentary.
The traveling
I
vendors
subscribe
will
to
be
Daily
thrilled to
Wire, and I
replenish
still
their
haven't seen the
stock of Wigan
documentary,
Well
so I definitely
potion.
need to watch
Sirona
that.
also mentioned
I
that
really
Mr.
wish I could watch
Sprottle
it on
was
stream
bringing
and
her a
react to
box
it,
of
but
letters when he fell
I'm
ill.
not sure that Daily Wire would like
Indeed,
that.
he was. I'd almost forgotten. I stumbled upon it just before Aidan died. He was hoping to go through it with Sirona over a butterbeer or two. Those two were always like two bowtruckles in a branch. Aidan took ill when he was collecting hawk clumps on his way
And
to
then we were
see
having
her.
that discussion the other
He
day,
made it
like during the
home,
live stream, and someone's
but
like,
I
"Oh, you're
fear he
just
dropped the
you're
box in the
homophobic."
cavern.
Like that's
The
completely
cavern is in the
unhelpful.
hills just southwest of our hamlet. You can gather hawk clumps and collect the box of letters there.
Just calling me homophobic is just basically saying I disagree with you. It's like, so I've put you into I've labeled you, which incidentally, like, aren't we against labeling? But whatever.
Do you remember anything about the letters you put in the box?
Oh, of course. A few letters from some of her school friends. Some nice memories. I even included a letter Sirona had written to me when she was staying with us. Thought she might enjoy reading it. I know when I read writing from my
Daily
youth,
Wire is
I'm
just a
always
mouthpiece for
astonished at how
billionaires.
much I've changed, and
That's one
yet
way of looking at
remain
it.
the same.
Thank you, Mrs. Brottle.
Thank you. I'll be here if you are able to collect those hawk lumps. I and the vendors I help would greatly appreciate it.
I'm not sure that's a particularly helpful way of looking at it, but it is one way of looking at it. It's a viewpoint. It's a, you know, I mean, they are obviously owned by somebody that, you know, so I don't know.
These rocks have seen
It's a
better
way of
days.
screaming heretic or witch. Yeah, basically. It's just screaming witch. It's just calling me homophobic. It's just basically calling me a heretic. It's like, let's discuss this. Well, we can't discuss it because your views are so reprehensible we can't even discuss them. It's like, well, you know, that's not helpful. It's a way to be otherized.
This must be the cavern Mrs. Brottle mentioned.
Which is also, incidentally, partially what they're accusing me of doing by saying I'm transphobic. They're saying I'm otherizing. Which I don't personally see it that way, because what I think is that they're making a factual claim. Right? They're saying, I am a woman. That's a factual claim. It's like, if I disagree with the factual claim, I'm not otherizing you. I'm just saying that you are not, that is an untrue fact. But what do I know? How do I do my broomstick thing? It's been a while. How do I do the broomstick thing? It's been a while since I've done the broomstick thing. Is it V or something like that? No. They can't think. Yeah, I mean, it is... But they're not even trying to think. Right? It's like... Or realize that they have a problem, like, in their... in the chain of thought. It's very weird. How do you, get on a broomstick? Anyone know on PC? I guess I can look up the commands. Alright, let's see, where's the, let's see... Tab 3. Tab then 3. Thanks.
A castle.
Sweet.
Must have been quite stately in its time.
I'm on a broomstick.
Hogwats is lucky they've
Yeah,
got
fly through the
protection
balloons. Yeah, I know. That's what I was trying to do. Now I forgot where the balloons are. Oh, there it is. how do you get off the broomstick?
Can't figure out why there's such a fuss over poaching.
B.
Set up beasts for everyone.
You don't know why there's such a fuss over poaching? Well.
Cruciatus.
Someone's going to regret it.
You haven't got a prayer. Potato!
Oh no, it seems to be going pretty well.
I'll get that goblin helm back. Hopefully by rummaging your corpse.
Nice. Accidentally jumped off cliff. That was a bit of a problem. Shouldn't jump off cliff, Kurt. That's probably not good for the living.
This must be the cavern Mrs. Sprottle mentioned. Still need to visit the cave to find Sorona's box of letters. Perhaps I'll find more hawk lumps while I'm there. Better have a look around, see if I can find that box of letters.
Incendio!
That's all the hawk lumps for now. Mrs. Sprottle should be pleased.
Expelliarmus! Incendio! Wingardium Leviosa! Expelliarmus! Confringo!
Music kicks ass. Just want to say, the music is so nice. It's subtle and very thematically appropriate. Yeah, people put a lot of time and effort into this game and really thought it through.
Either I'll have to fight that troll, or avoid it altogether.
Ah. I was going pretty well. Doing pretty well until the point where I died. They see me rolling, they be hating. Get my troll on. You need a Vada Kedavra. That's what I need. I need a Vada. Vada. AK-47.
Either I'll have to fight that troll, or avoid it altogether.
See you too. Having some fun here in Harry Potter land and getting our ass camped by a little troll action. Huh? Mark, I'm not done trying to win this fight. Maybe later. Maybe you should put invincibility on and just sneak away. No. No. Let's get him. Let's beat him. Is it worth the money? I don't know. I guess it depends on your personnel preferences. It's a good game.
Either I'll have to fight that troll, or avoid it altogether.
Defender!
No problem, baby. No problem.
That was a close one.
Easy peasy. Troll go down.
That's all the Hawk lumps for now. Mrs. Sprottle should be pleased.
They see me rolling. They be hating. Dear Sirona, when I arrived here, I had a troubling sense that in many ways I wasn't like other first years. I confess I worried that Hogwarts might not be the proper place for me, and pondering sending it out at my parents, asking them to fetch me almost before the first week of classes ended. How'd you know? I presume you're not secretly a legitimus. But I wonder that you seem to know my thoughts better than I did myself. That day in the Three Broomsticks, when you spotted me huddled in a corner, staring blankly, and an untouched butterbeer in an empty bit of parchment, my quill dripping ink woefully under the floor, and he came to sit with me. Well, I shall never forget it. I recall a sudden sense of relief, as if someone cast a levitation charm on me. When you told me about how nervous you'd been to come to Hogwarts, I looked at you, and it seemed beyond my imagination to think of you as anything but the confident, content witch sitting before me. In the days that followed, I marveled at how you charmed, in the non-magical sense, I mean, everyone around you without apology, embracing who you were and who they were. It was as though a candle had flickered upon for me. I realized that I could choose that path as well. Now my school years are ending, the frightened first-year witch I had been seems world away. And because of how you saw yourself in the despairing creature in the corner of the pub and so generously extended yourself to her, yours sincerely, Maribel. P.S. Please tell Miss Sprottle that I still plan on visiting her and Mr. Sprottle whenever I can for their delightful conversation, and I'm unashamed to admit her incomparable cauldron cakes. Okay. Dear Sirona, I conjured this wee gift for you as a token of my gratitude. If you haven't stood your ground on behalf of the door in the Quidditch practice last week, I might have left the team altogether, and now we've won the Quidditch Cup. Ravenclaw House would not be the same without you. Yours sincerely, Sean. My dear Sirona, I sent a note separately to my dear Mr. and Mrs. Sprottle for their hospitality, but felt the need to quill the parchment with my thanks to you as well. What a lovely respite from the castle. I won't soon forget how we giggled at that ridiculous gnome. Did he truly believe he was singing? That's mean. That's just mean. What? And Miss Sprottle's steak and kidney pie was simply glorious. I shall be dreaming of it for days. I so appreciate you including me. I'm fear I must warn you, however, this does not mean I will go easy on you in next week's match. You know that Ravenclaw is no match for all Slytherin this year. Most gracefully yours, Philomia.
This must be Sirona's box of letters.
Dear Sirona, happy birthday, my darling friend. I sneaked into the kitchens and asked Fenke to make your favorite, cream crowdy. She was delighted to oblige. Not sure we got raspberries this time of year. Genius, that Fenke. S.
I should take this box of letters to Sirona. She'll be glad to have it back.
Dear Mrs. Sprottle, Mother and Father were delighted to hear that you and I had spent the afternoon at Glad Rags last Saturday. Truth be told, I think my mother was ever so slightly envious. I shan't forget how we heartily laughed at my efforts to lace the bodice of my new dress. A challenge indeed, as the rather delicate practice of properly situating a hat pin without wounding either my hat or my head. But I adore everything that we selected, and I have to thank you for now feeling like a marvelous, fashionable witch. It was also a treat to dine at the Three Broomsticks without having to clear the tables. I shall own a place like that one day, mark my words. I consider myself more than lucky that you and Miss Sprottle agreed to let me stay. I shall let my parents feel precisely the same way. Yours gratefully, Sirona.
I think that's everything. Sirona will be glad to have this back.
Revelio.
What is that blue thing over there?
Expelliarmus. Defender. Confringo. Revelio.
See me dripping in gold. Dripping. This game is a lot of fun. My only criticism of the game is the gameplay. The game is very good for what it's trying to be. So that's more a personality or more of a personal taste issue than the game not being well designed. The game is, I think, just about as best, I think it's just about as good as you could possibly do given the vision for the game. The game might be perfect given the vision for the game. That doesn't necessarily mean it's perfect for me. So the gameplay, I don't know, it's not quite to my taste. I would say this game is particularly good if you're not a gamer or new to gaming. So or young. So I think this is a very good game if you are new to gaming, young, or simply interested in things other than the gameplay itself, like the story and music and scenery and lore of it all, which is extremely well done. So if gameplay itself is not as major a factor. So that's what I would say about the game. I think the game is about perfect for what it's trying to be, though. If you're more a Harry Potter fan than a gamer, this game would be fantastic for you. Can you switch to first-person perspective? I'm not sure if you can or not, to be honest. But it hadn't really occurred to me, because I'm used to playing third person. And now the game is being a little, or the graphics is being a little laggy. Give the, maybe up the difficulty. It's not an issue of difficulty. Yeah, difficulty is not the issue. It's just the gameplay itself, the way it's just not, you know. And now the game is being a little bit... Okay. Yeah, the stream is chopping. I know it's chopping. It's chopping on my side. It's a local problem. I'm not sure what the nature of the problem is, though. I have no particular way to solve the problem, though. But it looks laggy on my side. It looks laggy inside of StreamYard's OBS. I don't know how to fix the problem, though. I'm not getting a lot of bandwidth through. I'm not getting a lot of... I'm not sure why things are the way they are. Okay, now it's back to normal. I'm not sure what happened there. Alright, well... Now it looks fine.
Who lived here, I wonder?
Yeah, it looks fine on my end too. So it's some sort of local problem. I'm not sure what it is though.
I won't rest until you're dead.
Confringo! Expelliarmus! Defender! You only have Ranrock to blame.
Wasn't it like Wired who gave this a 1 out of 10 or some bullshit? Just to prove how like woke they were? Dude. I'd probably personally give this game a 7 or 8 out of 10. But that's more of a personal taste than its technical merits. If you're trying to like rate it on pure technical merits, it's probably 10 out of 10. And in so much as you can review a piece of work, a work of art objectively, it's probably perfect. But it's, yeah, it's like, it would be a little bit like trying to criticize any piece of art, I suppose, or critique any piece of art. It'd be like saying this movie is perfect, but it's not for me. Or this book is perfect, but it's not for me. If that makes any sense. No accounting for taste or something like that, I don't know. Let me try reducing one of the graphics settings, see if that helps at all. Let me turn the ray tracing quality down to medium. See if that helps. No cowboy hat? That is a problem.
Hello, Sirona. I have good news. I was able to provide your friend Mrs. Sprottle with some hawk lumps for her Wiggenweld potion, and I found your box of letters.
Oh, thank you. I knew you were the one to ask.
I wondered about some of the letters in the box.
Of course. It appears most of the letters were from fellow students.
I spotted a letter from you to Mrs. Sprottle. You two seem to have a lot of fun together.
We do. She taught me so much during my summers with her and Aiden. I shall be the first to admit that adolescents aren't always the easiest to understand. And not everyone was as kind to me as the Sprottles. But the depth of their kindness, and that of so many of my friends, got me through... well, got me through some challenging times, to put it mildly.
Is that because you're trans?
I saw a letter from someone named Mirabelle. Is that Professor Garlic?
It is.
How much customization is there for character creation? Lots.
I know she wouldn't mind you having seen that letter. She and I are of a similar mind, especially when it comes to young people.
I don't think you're going to be disappointed in that respect.
We believe experience to be an invaluable teacher. To borrow a phrase from Mirabelle, it's a joy to see anyone blossom, but particularly one who doubted they ever would.
One of the letters mentions Quidditch practice. Did you play?
I did. Was the Ravenclaw Seeker for 3 years. Oh, Merlin's beard. I adore Quidditch. Nothing like the feeling of catching the golden snitch when your team's down by 140 points. I'll never forgive Professor Black for cancelling it this year. I missed cheering for Ravenclaw.
I just wanted to double check something. Because I have I want to go somewhere today, so.
I'm glad I could be of help. Mrs. Sprottle sends her best.
Don't know what I'd have done without her and Aiden. Thank you, again, for helping her. And for returning this box of letters. It's nice to reflect on good memories.
Pardon me, but were you saying something?
Oh, hello. Talking to myself. I'm Clementine Willardsey. Charmed. I was musing on the precious butterflies I see near the edge of the forest. Whenever I come near, they fly off into it. When I was at Hogwarts, we truly were forbidden from entering the forest. Told horrible stories about it, and I've had an irrationally intense fear of it ever since. It's silly, but I'm insatiably curious as to where the butterflies go in the forest. You couldn't possibly find out, could you?
You want me to follow the butterflies?
I do, yes, if you wouldn't mind.
Very well. If I have time, I shall see where they lead.
Oh, how kind. Students these days have so much more courage than I ever did. You can usually find me right around here. I hope to see you soon. Don't forget, the butterflies always seem to be on the fringes of the Forbidden Forest. Good luck.
The trans issue is just amazing to me because, like, any questions you ask, it's like impossible to pin down. It's like, at least in my experience, impossible to pin down. It's like, and if you do pin it down, it runs into problems, which is one of the reasons they can't pin it down, because any definitions they give create problems. It's like, okay, trans woman is a woman. All right, so what is a woman? It's based on whether or not a person feels like a woman. Okay, so what does it mean to feel like a woman? How do women feel? How do men feel? All right, what are the characteristics of how women feel? What are the characteristics of men feel? Isn't that just an appeal to stereotypes now? It's like women feel this way and men feel this way. So that's limiting. That's like, you know, just. It's based on the degree of femininity. Really? So what's feminine? So if you're more feminine than masculine, therefore you're female? Is that how that works? Is that the standard? It's like any definitions just kind of fall apart.
Incendio.
And so you can't pin them down. You're invalidating people. I'm not invalidating people. I'm invalidating their factual claims. I'm not invalidating them as people. But they're making a factual claim. I'll agree with their factual claim. It's not invalidating the person. It's invalidating their claim. I don't know. Nothing makes sense to me. Yeah, flying is sometimes faster, but I do like walking around because I like to experience the world a little bit. But, you know, fair.
there they are. She wasn't making
Doesn't
it
help.
up.
It just is, and asking them to think about it causes their lizard brain to take over.
Well, we've come
yes,
this far. Miss Willardsey might get an answer about these butterflies.
Revelio.
What's wrong with thinking? What happened to critical reasoning and critical thinking? Wasn't those good thing? Like, we actually teach people to actually how to think? Like, literally? Not what to think, but literally how to think? Are we not doing that anymore? Apparently not.
Revelio.
Foremost Seal came out as trans, announced his detransition, now speaking against how trans health services hurt children. Haven't heard about that, but I've definitely heard stories, or that specific story, but I've heard stories like that, for sure.
Incendio.
Original thought is so last year.
Incendio. Incendio.
You believe you're Kim Kardashian? Could be.
Revelio.
Well, well. Look what we have here.
I really enjoy the recent spat of like school board meetings where people go to the school board meetings and just read books they found in the school's library, and the school board gets all pissed. It's like, this is inappropriate. This is inappropriate. We shouldn't have to be subject to this. That's the thing I like the most. It's like, well, let me just read you the book. This is inappropriate. This language, this is obscene.
Work hard and don't be afraid to say payment to work with me. Just as you arranged.
please tell me you have an answer for me about the butterflies.
You got an answer about your butterflies right
Hello,
here,
Miss
girl.
Willardsy.
Well, what happened? Did you find them?
I did, and I followed them into the forest, but I'm afraid there was nothing to see.
Oh, I see. Nonetheless, I'm grateful that you tried. It was very brave of you, really. Well, thank you. You take care, my friend.
Level 21, let's go. It's about groupthink and how you should identify when the presence of each group. As soon as you challenge the ideology of all the groups at once, you begin to break down intellectually. I don't know if that's it or not.
If it isn't the treasure, galleons and a historian's uniform. It was brilliant solving those old treasure maps.
Then was it Tennessee just banned transgender students or transgender surgery? Biden said it was sinful. So it is good. So we should be transing the children. It's good that we're transing the children. Okay. Thank you, Mark, for the gift memberships. Gift memberships help the channel grow. Uh-oh. I think the game just crashed. Oh, nope. There it goes. Whew.
I'm back from the cave, Deke.
Wonderful. Deke hopes you gave Deke's best to Tobbs.
I'm sorry to tell you this, Deke, but Tobbs is gone. It seems he was unable to avoid the spiders in the end.
Oh my. Deke was afraid of this, alone in that cave for so long. Oh, poor Tobbs. Deke and Tobbs once shared the same master. When he died, we were separated. Deke always wished Tobbs had been sent to Hogwarts too. Deke feels lucky to serve such kind witches and wizards like you. Deke will miss his friend dearly, and will raise a glass to him with a heavy heart.
I'm truly sorry about your friend, Deke.
Thank you. You are very kind. Deke could use some time alone to think, if that's all right.
Azeroth, I appreciate that concern, but, you know, we gotta set up some rules. You know, we gotta set up rules about what's allowed and what's not allowed. I appreciate that the government can always go too far,
enough little place.
and it's a prudent concern. But I'm Republican, not libertarian. I think there is a legitimate role for the government to play, and barring abominations by private actors, is a worthy role of government. So I appreciate that things can always go too far, but I don't think that means that we can't. I don't think that means that we should not set lines at all. We just got to figure out how to set them in the right place, which is of course a challenge, but you know, it's kind of what you do.
Over here!
You gotta think it through. Try to look for contradictions. Try to maximize
Professor
your principles.
Rookwood was right. The place is crawling with Victor Rookwood's
Everything's
lot
complicated.
and Ranrock's loyalists. They're working together, all right, but it is not a friendly alliance. I'm sure you'll agree that we need to find a way in other than the front gate. Let's go.
Yeah, that's true, Space Cadet. I mean, yeah, if you want to talk about like food safety, drug safety, yeah, there's some really negative history there in the world about things that were happening before the FDA got involved. The Food Safety Act was probably a good thing. Did I play Last of Us? I did play Last of Us. I have not watched the show.
Absurd, isn't it? Ranrock wants us to find the child. But which child?
We could take him.
Sounds like a lot of work.
It does sound easier. Let's do that.
Still no match for me.
Exposure. Bring the fire. Who's over here? Ringo.
Government has never done anything right. I don't think that's true.
Travel is always much more enjoyable with a friend.
You could argue government's never been perfect, but then again, neither are human beings. So if the standard is perfection, then okay, but I don't think that's right. I think the government often does a lot more good than harm. Which isn't to say that the government sometimes doesn't do things that are more harmful. I'm not interested in debating that issue with you, Camden, but thanks for the offer anyway.
You can't stop Ranrock's rebellion!
How nice of you to stop by.
I should have said so.
Ah, up there. That's our way in.
I don't agree with that proposition, Camden.
Safe travels, my young friends.
If government truly hurt more than it helped with respect to every single regulation, law, and mandate, then the logical conclusion would be we should repeal every regulation, law, and mandate. There should be no regulations, no laws, and no mandates, which is a position of anarchy. So, I mean, I don't agree with that proposition at all. I gotta sign off in the near future, by the way. Got about 15 minutes worth left, then I gotta eat and get ready to go out. So I'm meeting up with somebody at 3 o'clock.
Revelio.
Let's see.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
If I'd known your plan was to dig up half the country... I wouldn't have to dig if you could simply manage to bring me the child. We wouldn't need the child if you hadn't sent a dragon to retrieve the container I spent months and countless ministry favors tracking. You let them board the carriage. My options were limited once I knew it would be inconveniently beyond my reach at that.
Thank you for the subscription, Lapsus.
Have you not acquired enough power here? I allowed you to tunnel under my family home. Allowed me? You are here only because you are descended from a keeper and may at some point inadvertently become valuable. We had an agreement. I will share with you the power that I discovered if you locate the stores of magic that are yet to be found. So, Unless you want another demonstration of my power, a power that you one day hope to wield. Bring me the child. We already knew they were after you, but now we know they're digging for stores of magic.
And Ranrock knows about the Keepers.
Yes, I caught that too. Professor Rookwood said that you'd understand more once you complete the next trial.
Let's get into that castle.
Alright. I think we will actually stop here so I don't get too rushed. So how do I save? There's a setting, right? Save game. Save game. Just do a manual save. Save. Great. Alright, I'm going to sign off for now. This will become members only as per normal because it's off-brand content. I hope you've been enjoying this. We might be on with some later stuff at some point. That might be fun. And we'll go from there. I hope you've had a great day. I've had a great day. Until later, my friends, I hope all's well. Cheers, my friends, and goodbye.